My name is Frankie and I'm going to take you through a short session for singing for lung health. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to involve lots of the elements of a session, but just much shorter. And we always start off with a lovely bit of relaxation. So I'm going to pop on a piece of music now and then talk you through that. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'd like you to get comfortable in your chair and relax. Take a deep breath and place your feet flat on the floor, really feeling your feet in contact with the ground underneath you. And just take a few more deep breaths like this for a moment. If you haven't already, then I invite you to close your eyes. I'd like you to start by focusing on your toes. Scrunch them up and then release them. Now relax your ankles, your calf muscles, your knees and thigh muscles. Remember, let any thoughts you may have float up and away from you in a bubble. Now relax your buttocks and begin to notice any tension you may have in your back. Breathe deeply in, and as you breathe out, slowly relax and release any tension you may have in your back. Now your shoulders, lift them up and then release them completely. Lovely. Now it's time to relax your neck and jaw muscles. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let go of any tension you're holding in your neck and jaw. And finally, the top of your head. I'd like you to scrunch your shoulders up one last time, and as you release your shoulders, any remaining tension can sink down and flow out of you. Take a few more deep breaths and enjoy this feeling of relaxation and calm for a little while longer. I'd like you to now slowly bring your attention back to the room and begin noticing the sounds around you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a lovely piece of music called The Swan from the Carnival of the Animals. Okay, so now we're going to do a bit of a physical warm-up. So start off sat really nice and evenly in your chair. Give your bum a bit of a wiggle to make sure you're sat really evenly. And then I want you to squeeze your shoulders up to your ears and relax it with a big sigh. And again, squeeze them up to your ears and relax them with a big sigh. Lovely. And then roll them forwards a few times. And then back the other way. Lovely. And then I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. You can link your arms if you want to. Squeezing behind. And then imagine you're hugging a big tree trunk. Now with any of these stretches, make sure you keep breathing throughout. It can be tempting to hold your breath when you're stretching, but please don't. Just breathe naturally throughout. And squeeze behind you once more. And then hugging that tree trunk. Ooh, knocking over my mic. Hug that tree trunk. Lovely, and then just give your shoulders a bit of a wiggle. And then turn your head one way. And back to the middle. And then the other way. And back to the middle. Look up at the ceiling. And down at the floor. back to the center, and then tilt your head one way and tilt your head the other way. Lovely. Okay, you're going to take your hand, you're going to put it on your opposite knee, and then you're going to continue that twist round. So we're twisting all around our middle. This is all about creating lots of space, and so all the muscles are nice and stretched, ready for doing our belly breaths that we'll be doing in a minute. So keep breathing throughout this stretch. And then head round the other way, so your other hand onto your other knee, and continue that way around. Lovely. Okay, just rub your hands together a little bit, make sure they're warm, and then give your face a bit of a massage, and you can make that noise. Working right into your jaw, making sure it's all nice and relaxed. Head up and give you a bit of a head massage if you want to. Lovely. And then take one hand and give your neck a rub one side. Lovely. And then swap and do the other side. Making sure we're really nice and relaxed all around our neck and shoulders and jaw. Okay, nice. All right, so we're going to imagine we're chewing a really sticky toffee now. So move your mouth around like you're chewing a really sticky toffee. Lovely. Involve your tongue. Move your tongue about. Lovely. Okay. And then we're going to screw our face up really small. And then I'm afraid I'm going to stick my tongue out at you. You're going to go really big with your tongue out. Blah. And again, squeeze your face up really small. Then really big with your tongue out. Blah. Really stretching your tongue. Your tongue needs to be nice and relaxed when you're singing. It's very important. Okay, lovely. And now you're going to rock your feet just a couple of times because we're going to stand up in a moment. So before we do, I want you to just rock onto your toes and onto your heels. Rock your feet a couple of times. And then pick up one foot and do some ankle rotations. So rather than showing you my feet, this is what my feet are doing. So going one way and then the other, 1 foot at a time, and swapping to the other one. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to stand up now. So just get nice and comfortable, stood up. Okay, so hopefully you're all stood up now. Stood up nice and straight. Make sure that you've got a really nice posture. You've got really soft knees, so give your knees a bit of a wiggle so you can move about nice and freely. There's no tension at all. Just imagine that you've got a really soft cushion behind your head and just nuzzle really slowly into that really soft cushion. Just making sure there's lots of lovely, everything's relaxed. Everything's relaxed. There's no tension at all. Yeah, lovely. Okay, all right, really imagine, lengthen your spine. Imagine you've got a pencil at the top of your head and you want to just reach the ceiling, which is just that little bit away, and just imagine so you can draw on the ceiling, draw a smiley face on the ceiling with the top of your head. Just making sure you're lengthening through your spine. Okay, so I want you to put one hand on your head, one hand on your hip, and you're bending over, doing a side bend. So this is all about creating lots of space down your side. So as I mentioned earlier, when we're doing our belly breaths in a moment, everything's nice and stretched. So there's lots of space for all our lovely air. And then the other way. And again, as I said before, make sure you're breathing throughout these stretches. Don't hold your breath, no matter how tempting it might be. Keep breathing. Lovely. Okay, right then. So now I want you to, one last thing before we do some nice breathing stuff. Although this does include breathing, we're going to just zip up the front of our bodies. So this just helps with our posture. Okay, so you're going to take your breath in. You're going to imagine you have a zip up here. Okay, so as you breathe in, I'll just explain it first before you join in. You breathe into here, then you're going to breathe out. Then as you breathe in again, Just imagine really gently, you're not pulling on your head, but really gently just reminding your head that we want to elongate our necks, be nice and relaxed. And then as you breathe out, bring down. So again, as I said, breathe in to here, breathe out here, breathe in here, and breathe out. And naturally, you'll just become a little bit taller. Lovely. Okay, so let's do that together. Okay, so ready and breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely. And let's do that once more. So ready, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely. Okay. We're going to move on to our tummy breathing now. So I want you to put your hands on your tummy. Okay. And as you breathe in through your nose, I want your tummy to get bigger. As it fills up with air, it gets bigger. And then as you breathe out through your mouth, it should shrink back down again. Okay. And then when you get to the end of your breath, when you run out of breath, just relax your tummy and you'll naturally take some more air in again. Okay. So I just want you to do that in your own time. All right. So breathing in through your nose, filling up your tummy with air. And as you breathe out through your mouth, your tummy shrinks back in again, okay? So in your own time. Lovely. So I really want you to just really be concentrating on directing all that air down to your tummy. We don't want to see anything happening up here, ideally. Your shoulders, everything around here is your secondary breathing muscles. We don't want to use them. We want to use our primary breathing muscles, which are all down in our tummies, okay? Lovely. So hopefully you've really got the idea of where you're aiming that breath now. And so I want you to take a breath in for the count of 2. So I'm going to count it for you. You're going to breathe in for 2 and then out for 4, okay? So, and again, directing it right down into your tummy. Okay, so ready and in for 2 and out 2, 3, 4. And then relax your tummy. Lovely. Okay, so that's really short, this one. We're going to try it once more. So in for 2 and out for 4. Okay, so ready and in 2 and out 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Okay, so now we're going to breathe in for 3 and out for 6. Okay, just that little bit longer. And again, making sure you're really directing all this breath as you breathe in down into your tummy, and you should feel your tummy squeezing in as you breathe out. Okay, so in for 3 and out for 6. So ready and in 2, 3 and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. So obviously your breath will be fully like that for 3 seconds. I'm obviously going and counting at the same time. So don't copy how I'm breathing in. Just breathe in as I count. Okay, so let's do that once more. In for 3 and out for 6. So ready and in 2, 3 and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. Okay, we're going to get a bit longer now. So in for 4 and out for 8. Okay, and really should be starting to engage those tummy muscles, the diamond of support. I'm going to show you my tummy now. So it starts here and there's points here, here and here. My tummy is extra big because there's a baby in it, but yes, there's still the same 4 points, our diamond of support, and it should squeeze in as you're breathing out. Okay, so in for 4 and out for 8. So ready and in 2, 3, 4 and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. How did you find that? It's a little bit longer. That 8 does feel like a long time. Okay, so you really should be engaging that diamond of support to push whatever air is left so you get to the end. And as I said, as you get to the end of that 8, relax your tummy, and it helps bring your diaphragm down to bring lots of fresh oxygen in. Okay, lovely. We're going to go back to the 3 and 6 for a moment, because we're going to do it. We're going to breathe out on the sound of S, the S. Okay, so it's going to be in for 3 and out for the count of 6. Okay, So this would start to engage your diameter support even more now, okay? Because you've got to push the air through that sound rather than just blowing out, okay? So in for 3, out for 6 on. So ready and in, 2, 3 and out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely and relax at the end. How did you find that? Hopefully okay. So again, we're going to try that once more. In for 3, out for 6, and then we're going to do the same on 4 and 8. Okay, for 3 and 6, and again. Okay, ready and in, 2, 3 and out. 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely, cool. So as I said, we're going to go on to in for 4 and out for 8. This time we're going to do our out for 8 on a different sound. We're going to do it on an F sound, okay? So again, it's going to really have to engage that diameter support to push your air through that sound, okay? In for 4 and out for 8. So ready and in, 2, 3, 4 and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then relax and take a nice few normal breaths for a moment. Hopefully you're all doing okay. Lovely. Okay, we're going to try that one last time. In for 4 and out for 8 on F. Okay, so we should really be feeling that diameter support now. Okay, feeling everything going in and making sure you relax at the end of your out breath. Right, so in for 4, out for 8, and then we're going to warm up our vocal cords. So in for 4, out for 8 on F. Ready and in, 2, 3, 4 and out. 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Lovely. So that's just taking us through some of this belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, really thinking about directing our air down into our tummies and then really fully exhaling, extending our out breath. We started breathing out for just 4, then we moved to 6, then we moved to 8, really letting all that air out before we breathe in again. Okay, so that's really important. Try not to get too full of breath. If we keep taking lots of little breaths without fully letting everything out, it doesn't feel very nice. Okay, so we're going to make a zhuzh sound now. Zhuzh. Yeah, like you're zhuzhing something up. Zhuzh. And we're going to do a siren on it. So we're still going to be using our belly breathing. Throughout the whole session, we'll be using our belly breathing. And you're going to breathe in through your nose, filling up your tummy with air. So your tummy should get nice and big. And then you're going to do a really slow siren, starting low. I'll just show you. And get higher and use your whole breath really slowly. Your diameter support should be working. Get your tummy muscles moving inwards as you get higher. And then when you run out of breath, you stop. Okay, so starting at your lowest point, working up to your highest point. So ready, breathe in and that's where I get to. Lovely. Hopefully that was all right. Let's do a similar thing now. We're going to do it on the sound of E, and we're going to imagine we're jumping out of a plane. So we're actually going to start high and go low. There's no bang at the bottom though. There's no crash. Just imagine we're going to eventually float down nicely at the end, but we're jumping out of a plane on the sound of E. So you're going to start high and use your whole breath to get lower until you get as low as you can. Okay. So nice breath in to your tummy and and then when you get to the end, relax that tummy. Lovely. Okay. Right, so we're going to move on to a lovely song now, but we're going to start by just humming the tune just to finish warming up our voices a little bit before we sing. And it also works quite well for our breath control, okay? So we're going to be humming the tune to a lovely song called Oh How Lovely Is the Evening. So I'm sure lots of you already know it. Those who've done my sessions and live sessions will know this one. For those of you who don't know it, I'm just going to sing it once through with the words, and then we will go back to humming, okay? But this is how it goes. Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, sweetly ringing. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay, so that's the whole thing. As you noticed, probably noticed there's 3 phrases. We take a nice breath for each one, okay, and they're a really good length. So we're going to start by humming it on the first note. So a nice big tummy breath in. Relax your tummy as you take your next breath in. Relax, breathe in. And relax. Lovely, hope you found that okay. We're going to do it once more through like that. Hope you understood what I meant when I said relax at the end of your out breaths, at the end of those phrases, to take your new breath in, okay? Once more through humming, and then we will sing it. So that's our first note, humming. Nice breath in. Lovely, let's sing it. Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, sweetly ringing. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And again. Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, sweetly ringing. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Last time, ready? Oh, how lovely is the evening, when the bells are sweetly ringing, sweetly ringing. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to sing more of a popular song now, and I'm going to share the words, and you will see with the words that there are stars. So there are stars there, which should suggest where the best place to breathe is. This song's got really lovely phrase lengths, so you haven't really got to worry about how often you're breathing. If you breathe where the stars are, you should be fine. Okay, so I'm sure you know it. Let me just show you the first bit and what I mean with the breathing. So breathe in at the start, a nice tummy breath. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. Breath. Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And a nice space for a lovely breath. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then relax, okay? And then obviously another breath in for the next bit. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please for me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. And then it goes back into blue moon. Okay, so you'll notice the middle section, you don't have to take quite so big a breaths, okay, because the phrases aren't as long. So don't take a full-on breath and have loads of breath left over, okay? Really think about how much breath you need for that size phrase, okay? So let's have a go. Let's sing it through and I'll be accompanying us on my ukulele. Nice breath in. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Nice breath in. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Breath in. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Back to and then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Let's do the chorus again. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. Singing that one is a lovely song to sing. Okay, so we always finish off the session with a nice calm song with lots of space for breath. And this is a lovely one that we often do. It's called This Is Home. And the words are, this is home where I belong, in this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong, in this voice, in this song. Okay, so those are the words. And this goes, I'll sing it to you. This is home where I belong, in this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong, in this voice, in this song. Okay, so that's the 4 phrases. It's really beautiful. So I'm just going to sing it a few times now, and you can join in as and when you're ready. This is home where I belong, in this breath, in this heart. This is home where I belong, in this voice, in this song. This is home where I belong. In this breath, in this heart, this is home where I belong. In this voice, in this song. Lovely. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this shorter session. It's slightly longer than I anticipated, but yeah, it's about half an hour. I hope you enjoyed it. And obviously you can dip in and out. You can pause me and repeat things. And I hope you find it useful. Thank you for joining me. Bye.